Hi guys, my name is Sam.
My name is Emirza.
I'm Aya.
And we are
The Chat
Fam! Okay. Alright. Okay, we could just cut it there. And then we'll start off. Okay, alright, okay. So today's our introduction episode. And we'll be talking about who we are and what we're doing here in my garage, you know? All right. So we're basically first generation Indonesian Muslims living in Australia. And how do we know each other, guys?
I don't know.
You don't know, mate.
No, I think we were kids, babies. I think.
Pretty sure I met you when I was a fetus, and you were just. How old were you?
It's like both your baby bumps. Like, how's it going?
Yeah, well, he was already born at that point. I actually don't even know how we met though.
I really don't.
How did you guys
I don't
meet?
remember.
I actually don't remember as well.
I mean, we were like.
So she just randomly
True.
came into our lives.
Just randomly came to our lives.
Yeah, just like.
No, I think we
As
were.
always.
I think us two. We met when we did that performance.
Nah, it was before.
No, I
for
swear
sure.
it was.
To summarize, it was our parents who met family,
basically.
friends, and then we just naturally.
Well, your parents were what do you call it?
Our mums
Were flight attendants.
Flight
Yeah,
attendants.
back in the
That's
day.
word.
So they've known each other for a really long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then just naturally we were forced to become friends. Luckily we like each other because
Yeah.
we otherwise
We like
each other.
yeah, it would have been bad.
I don't know how I came along. I just honestly don't remember.
Yeah,
No, I really
literally.
don't
That's
remember.
why you just randomly came into our lives.
Just crashing
No.
the party as always.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay, what about were you born in Australia?
Yeah, I
Were
was
you
born
in
here.
India? What about you?
Yeah, I was born in Australia.
Okay,
yeah.
so we were all born in
all
Sydney,
born
Yes,
here.
we're
Sydney,
definitely born in
Australia.
Sydney,
Yeah.
Australia. You want to be specific? St George Hospital.
Oh, jeez. Oh, me too, Cogra.
Oh God,
Paddington.
yes. Paddington.
Hey, Paddington's the shit, okay? I really don't know where that is, but I was born in Paddington. So.
It's a fancy suburb.
Yeah.
It's like
Well, my parents were living in like the Kensington area at the time. So,
yes.
That makes sense.
Yes.
Good old
I grew up
Paddington baby.
in Beverly Hills up until I was 3.
So posh, man.
No, but
No, Beverly
Beverly
Hills is
Hills
not.
is chat.
It's very
Like
chat.
fam.
Yeah, chat.
Well, I don't know. Is it?
It's still chat. Yeah.
It's still chat. Oh my god, sorry for anyone who lives
Yeah, wait,
in
you
Beverly
live
Hills.
in Beverly Hills, sorry. But then, yeah, up until 3 is when I moved to the Grove and Wattle Grove.
What a girl.
And I've lived there
early?
since, yeah, I was 3. So 97.
No, I swear you were older.
No. I
No?
was 3 when I moved. Yeah.
Wait, what year is this?
97.
97?
Yeah.
Okay.
Four.
I was still
Yeah,
in
four.
I was still in Randwick. at the
Okay, so
time.
you grew up in Randwick first?
Yeah. So Randwick, I was born in 96, and then 98 we moved all the way here to Preston's. And then we've been here ever since.
Yeah. I grew up in Bexley, then moved to Pecos around 99 or 2000s.
Damn.
Then, never moved since then.
So we've all pretty much stayed in the same area.
I mean, it was
Yeah.
always the Grove, like Wattle Grove.
What a grove,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think is what drove us together. And we didn't really become close until recently,
Yeah.
which is really weird. Like
Fun
we
fact.
always knew, it's like, that's Mirza. I think me and you, because of our parents, we were always like, especially
We
close.
always do some,
we were
like, a
always performances
yeah.
and stuff like that. And then you were mainly with Nadia.
That's
Like
true.
you would hang out with Nadia and Aisha and stuff like that.
We had
so,
Najit, so that was a big, like,
Najit,
reason we used to
yeah.
hang out a lot, which
She's
is,
like-
for people who don't know, it's like,
Quran reading, because we're Muslim. Like
Muslim school,
we had a teacher who, what you guys did, not me, but yeah, you taught. Well, you learned how to read Arabic basically.
Yeah.
So
and we used to always say to each other, we never hung out outside of like Indo things, right? And we were like,
No
we should
way,
start
no.
hanging out more. And I think that's when like a lot of concerts came along, right?
yeah, and then we just realized like, oh, these guys are bloody crazy. Like it's always the three of us. We're going, wow, and everyone's like, who the hell are those three? You know?
It's funny because
Yeah.
we both did the same uni course, which is media.
Oh, that's a
Yes.
huge thing.
Yeah.
Oh my
Why
god, yeah, we
can do-
all studied media as
Media.
well. So
Media. Remember we used to always chant it to each other when we saw each other. So
lame.
Oh,
That's so
very
chat.
So chat. Yeah. I don't know, hey.
Okay, wait. This one's a good one. As introductions to ourselves, right?
Okay.
I actually hate like talking about myself. I used to dodge uni classes like in the first semester.
The introduction.
You know how, yeah.
Breaking the ice.
Yeah, I used to hate those. But just so like people who don't know us, why don't we like say 3 words to describe one another?
Oh, no,
Not each other, one another.
Aduh.
Right?
What?
I'll start because I came up with it.
What?
I thought you hate of one another, not ourselves.
You hated this. All right, fine. All right, you
Okay,
start.
Sam.
then.
I'll say you're hilarious.
Oh, you're doing it to each other.
Yes, not ourselves. I told you
Oh,
I
okay,
hate
that's-
doing
that's-
it.
I still don't like it.
I'll be like, you're dumb. No, I'm joking.
Okay, no, let's go.
No, do it. Okay, me.
No,
go. Go. You go. Continue. Hey, you started it.
No, I'll go first.
Okay.
Okay, what? Okay.
Let her talk. Let her talk. Go.
Yeah, hilarious. But I would use that for the both of you. Hilarious.
Yeah.
I would use independent. I feel like you're very like this chick went to Japan by herself. I remember. Like I just feel like you're not like me where I feel like I always need someone next to me. Like you're just like holding my hand, but you're just like I can do it. Yeah, and oh my god, are we all gonna cry? And then creative, because not only are you like into photography and video production, you're like a muso as well.
Muso, mate.
Yeah, creative. Yeah. So all that independent, creative,
Independent.
And hilarious, mate.
and hilarious.
Bloody hilarious.
Jeez.
Oh.
All right,
Mrs. 10.
What, me?
Yeah, you do her.
Oh, that sounds so wrong.
Why don't you do Oya?
Okay.
Whoever you feel more
Okay,
comfortable.
I'll do Oya first.
And I'll do you.
I don't know. I would say clumsy.
That's a great start. So you're telling everyone out there that's the number one word that comes to your head when you think of me. We'll explain that story later.
Attention to detail.
No, that's true.
Okay.
That's a good attribute.
and just laughter, like funny, and just like
Yeah.
you're always laughing.
Easily
I don't know why I started with clumsy.
Out of all words.
clumsy for sure. Yes. All right. I
Your
won't
turn.
say I'll do you, but I'll do you. You know. You're spontaneous. Very spontaneous.
For
You're a rabbit's foot.
What's
You-
that?
Good luck. A good luck charm.
Yes.
that's
We'll
you.
explain that in another episode, but
That's
this
you.
guy, honestly, I don't understand his good luck, and it's just weird.
It's just
So-
weird.
You're a rabbit's foot. What was the first one again? Spontaneous.
Yeah.
And you give very, very good advice.
Aw,
You're very
thank you.
open-minded.
That's
You're very like what's the word? Street smart. You're very street smart. You know
that's
what's
so
going
kind.
on in the world.
Oh my
That was
god.
good. That was better than I expected. Well done, Ois. Well done.
See, not so clumsy. Wait,
That's a pretty strong thigh.
See, clumsy is not on the... Okay, let's move on. Let's move on.
All right. Yeah. What's our podcast about? Why are we called the Chat Fam?
I think we just chat and we like to talk. That's
Okay. For
basically
those of you that don't know
It's a double
what chat
entendre.
means, especially like I don't know, is it a really Aussie thing or is it an Aussie Asian thing to know what?
I think it's a bit of both.
Because I honestly have asked a lot of my friends if they know what chat means, and if I'll be like, "Oh, that's chat," they'll be like, "Sam, what are you talking about?" You know.
Yeah.
But like chat's basically like disgusting, rank, and
Yeah.
Bad.
I think, yeah, I guess so.
I use it in that.
Yeah,
In,
and I mean, like we have a lot of chat memories, as in like funny chat memories, and yeah.
Then
I
again,
guess-
when you mentioned that, like I was talking about our podcast to my work colleagues, and every time I keep saying chat, they were like, "Are you talking about chat as in like disgusting?" And it's like,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay.
but it's also like a double meaning for like the
Yeah,
chat, like we're
exactly.
chatting
Yeah, we're
about
talking.
yeah.
random
Yeah.
things.
Yeah. True.
And then you also got fam as well, where which basically we're just family.
We're family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At this point.
At this point.
And I think at this point in time, with the people that we know on the platform like YouTube and anywhere, I think we've never really heard about, especially in Australia, like not only Asians but Indonesians.
Yeah.
And especially that we're Muslim as well. How kind of sheltered that kind of side of Australia is, and not really a lot of people are very educated about it. So I guess we thought it'd be a good idea to.
We
kind
wanted
of just,
to be a platform for diversity and representation
yes.
and inclusivity.
represent
Yes,
media.
yes,
media.
Yeah. Because there's no one like us kind of doing this.
Yeah,
so we wanted to be
definitely.
different.
Yeah.
We wanted to, put some of our own spice flavor. I was trying to think of an Indo
You
spice.
sound like my dad.
Peanut
Samara, you
sauce.
need a little bit of spice in your life.
Oh my god.
Dad. Yeah. And I guess we wanted to do the chat room, but that was taken.
taken. Yeah.
And we're back. Sorry, guys.
And we're back. Technical difficulties.
What were we talking about?
We were talking about what our podcast is about and what we want to achieve from it. What were you saying? You were the last person talking.
I don't remember.
Being just being Aussie, Indo, Muslims,
Yeah.
Aussies. You know.
I feel like Indos
Living
are a
in the area.
really like unknown ethnicity. Like no one will ever come up to us and be
Yeah.
like, "You're Indo." You know what I mean?
It's always like your philo.
And no one
Yeah.
doesn't talk about that with most Muslims are from Indonesia, like, as in like majority of Muslims.
Right. I think it's the most populous Muslim
country
in
in the world. Yeah.
Guys, we're more than just Bali and Bintangs. And,
Exactly.
And Kuta.
Bali and Bintang.
Kuta.
Kuta.
Yeah.
Mate, yeah. I mean, you'll just get to know what our culture's like and what our childhood's been like. All the shit we've
done.
pretty much done
Yeah.
and experienced, and what our parents are like, and what society is like to us in here. And
I think we can just talk about like how we were like growing up in Australia, I guess. Like
what it was like.
yeah, like what did you guys experience when growing up as an Indonesian Muslim?
It's just, well, mainly because I grew up in a public school. For me, I had a lot of ethnicities around me. So like, I don't know, like African, Middle East, Aussie, Asian, like a lot of people. But I don't think I ever knew anyone else that was Indonesian in my area. In my school as well. I was the only Indonesian kid. We had like Asians, like Chinese and Viet and all of that, but never an Indonesian kid.
Yeah.
The only Indonesian kid that was in the same school as me was when my older sister Nadia was in year 6 and I was in kindergarten. So
That's so sad.
like, literally, I didn't know any Indonesians. The only Indonesians I knew was from like our community. So I guess that's what my life was like. And growing up, moving on to high school was literally, I was the only Asian kid in school because my parents put me in a school that was majority Middle Eastern and Turkish people. So that was what it was like for me. I don't know.
I think for me, like when I was growing up in primary school, I knew I was different from everyone else because of my religion, being Muslim. I knew straight away like they had all these Christian classes, but I always had to go to the non-scripture classes because they didn't have anything for Muslims.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
So, they did bring someone in for Muslim students, but I think this person was like wasn't that good.
Actually, that was me as well. Yeah. I remember in kindergarten or year 1, I was drawing, like I was coloring in
yes.
Mary and Jesus and stuff like that. Like I didn't know what I was doing, but
I wasn't doing that, but it was like basically when we were in no scripture classes, it was basically just us just doing whatever, doing like homework or like maths or.
oh my god, I remember now. Yeah, in kindergarten, they used to just put us in a room and we used to watch movies.
Watch movies. Watch TV shows.
We never really learn about our religion in primary school.
Exactly, because they didn't have any Muslim person to teach us. Wow. So
I actually had scripture.
Oh.
Really?
I remember being in kindy and like I didn't know, like they were taking me somewhere and I was really scared. And I was like, where are they taking me? And I walked in and there was she was actually a really nice lady and she was wearing a hijab, and I was the only Asian. The rest were like, I think from Bangladesh and like Indian and stuff. But we actually had like it was a small group, but we still had a scripture group. I feel really sad hearing that. I hope that's not happening.
No. I think
I think now it is a little bit better. But
yeah. I think it depends on the area that you lived in as well.
But
So
I lived in Beverly Hills, mate.
No, it was in bloody...
Oh, it was in the Grove now. Oh, yeah. That was in
Isn't
the
that
Grove now.
surprising?
Yeah.
Good on you, Wattle Grove.
Oh, good job.
Yeah. Well, Holsworthy.
because my area was were like full of Greeks and mainly Greeks and white people, and it's like Greek Orthodox, and it's just they didn't have any like for Muslim people, so but
what about your high school experience?
no, I was quite diverse, so
That's good.
yeah.
We have no diversity.
yeah. Once from prime to high school, it was just like, all these people in one place. It's
Well, I think for me, like, it was such a different experience because being majority like Middle East and Turkish people, like most of them were Muslims. So when I went into the high school, it's like, oh, so like we get a prayer room, we get to learn about like the actual religion, and like apart from like my parents, they've already sent me to like during primary like Quran classes, and we learnt religion from there. Like my high school really did teach, and to be with people that had the same religion as me, and it kind of sounds like religion is we're making it sound like it's like a big deal that you're different religions, but I think as kids it really impacted like our experience with life and our culture, and being able to like connect with like our friends as well. So
it made you feel different, and
it did, especially if we weren't really acknowledged and stuff like that. We didn't really I didn't particularly have a bad experience. It was just like,
but when you look back on it,
you realize you're like, oh yeah, I could have been more exposed to like who I am and stuff like that. But yeah, like growing up with actual Muslim friends and like being able to relate in that way was such a different experience, which I'm very grateful for.
Yeah. Because that makes us a double minority in a sense. We're Asian,
Muslim.
And Muslim.
Yeah.
Well,
Exactly.
Yeah.
How about you? How were you like in high school?
High school was a lot more white people. I was like the very few Asians in my year. We were like a year of 100. You could probably count how many Asians there were. So there weren't that many. Excuse me. But yeah, luckily though, I did have like, shout out to our friends Aldi and Aidul and Karina and Adrian.
All those guys.
Yeah, which was actually really funny because I remember when it was during Ramadan, which is the month where Muslims fast, we would catch each other sometimes like not fasting. I'm not gonna name names. I still.
Oh my god! I remember in primary school, I used to eat my friends' food. They'd be like, "Sam, you want this? You want that?" And I'm like, "Hell yeah, mate!"
But see, isn't that an experience in itself? The fact, like, when you were fasting and like no one else really. I remember everyone always being so fascinated and being like, "You don't eat from sunrise to sunset, or drink water. You can't have chewing gum. You're not eating it." But
yeah. Well, my experience was such like two different extremes, hey?
Yeah.
Because in high school, like we used to like fast together and make sure we were doing the right thing, and we'd go like in like during like lunch break, we'd go and like pray together and stuff like that. Like, oh my god, I was like hardcore Muslim back then. I mean, anyway. But yeah, very practicing, which was like, it was a very different experience.
Then again, you went to a religious school. So.
Not really. It was just majority of people were. Like a lot of people used to think that our school was a Muslim school, but it really wasn't. It was just majority of people that were Middle East and Turkish were Muslim. And honestly, I was the only Asian, and people come up to me and be like, "Oh, Sam, can you read this?" And it's in Chinese. And I'm like, "Mate, I'm not Chinese."
Did you guys had many Indonesians in your school, or
not me?
Like I said, just
just one person in a lower grade. But yeah, I was really surprised. I'm like, "Oh, you're Indo," and that was about it.
Because I was probably the only Indo person in my school.
Wow, really?
Yeah. So, even in high school as well, was the only Indonesian. Yeah,
oh my god, I forgot I went to school with Faris and Fahmi. Yeah.
That's very
mean.
But we love it.
No, but like it was a girls' school and a boys' school, so we never really interacted at all. Yeah. So
yeah. I don't know. I feel like just being Indonesian myself as well. Like instead of like not talking about Muslims, but Indonesian. Like you don't see many Indonesians in Sydney.
Oh, you can't relate.
You know, okay, this is just my...
Yeah.
There's a huge Indo community in Sydney, but I
There
feel
is.
like we
They're
are
hidden.
in our... Not that.
We're
I
in
feel
our
like
own
we're in
little,
we're in our own bubble. We
little
only
clique.
hang out with us and that's it. Like, I know there's so many Indos out
There's
there.
a
We
lot
just
of
don't...
There's a lot of
Indonesians.
Indos, but we just
Yeah.
don't see them in public.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we're always doing our own thing
you
back
know what's
here.
really
Like,
weird
South-
though? There's a lot of like Indo communities, like more of the Indo-Arab community,
Yeah.
and like we're like the Indo community, and then there's the Indo-Chinese
Chinese.
community. Like it's kind of
And then
separate. It's like, oh, it's kind
Indo-Christians
of sad,
and,
eh? Like that
It's
we
why-
don't reach out. And
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird. It's in some ways Indos are kind of weird in a way where we just
We-
like
I mean,
kinda
that's why
separate
we
each
We
other.
are weird.
Yeah,
We are
but
weird.
No, but that's why I realize I always get like my friends asking me, "Well, where's all the Indonesians located?" And I'm like, it's hard to pinpoint because
it is.
yeah.
Well, from what I know, like my old neighborhood in Randwick had a lot of
Yeah.
I think there's a
there.
lot.
I think there's still a
Yeah.
lot of Indos in that area, but you don't see them out.
Especially
Yeah.
in uni, when because I
Oh my
went to
God, yeah, yeah.
University of New South Wales. Oh my God, I was like culture shocked to my own culture. I was like, there's an Indo person there. Oh my God, she looks like, oh my God. And then you'd hear like Indonesian and I'm like, this feels really weird. Yeah, just to hear Indonesians like that,
Yeah.
like bahasa in public,
Definitely.
and I'm like, what the
Yeah,
hell
true.
is going
You'd
on?
always turn back and you'd be like...
And then you walk down Anzac Parade and it's all these Indonesian restaurants. I'm like, oh my God. And it was just, yeah, it was weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, being out in the West is, yeah, it's
We're in our own bubble, for
tuck-
sure.
Yeah,
Definitely in our own bubble.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no, from there we started to like invite each other to concerts and what else? Hey, Bruno, I think Bruno Mars is the big one for
Bruno
sure.
Mars, yeah. We'll definitely talk about it later, but yeah, that
Yeah.
was the most
Yeah,
biggest one that
yeah.
Oya organised. But
Yeah.
and then after that, we never came together again.
Yeah, it's just,
One time.
One time only.
Yeah, one hit
time
wonder.
thing, one hit wonder.
True.
But yeah, long story short, we started to hang out a lot outside of like Indonesian events, like apart from Eid and Arisans. What is Arisan?
Arisan, you know what I've found out Arisan is? It's kind of like
Isn't it like something
halal
like
version of
gambling?
gambling.
That's what I thought.
No,
Because they do like the
Yeah,
the
they
paper.
tarik nama,
Yeah.
so they pick a name out of some, like, I don't know, and then like
What?
it's money involved. Whoever
Yeah.
gets their name picked out has the. But it's basically also like a reason for
To
Indos
get
together
together.
to meet up. You know, so it's not bad.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Do you know that?
Oh my God.
Oh my God,
it's
even
so
Mirza
haram.
knew that. So out of the three of us, Mirza is the least.
Because
Yeah, I would
Indo.
say. Yeah, but Mirza knew that.
my mum always organised Arison. That's
Yeah.
why. That's how I remember.
Wow. I am so uncultured.
You learn something new every day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, pet on the
right,
beak.
mate. But yeah, we will be learning an Indo word of the day because this guy does not know how to speak Indonesian. What can you speak, Mirza? Say
So
it
tell
right
everyone your favorite phrase.
Aku suka bakso.
now. Wow.
Even the way he said that was so
Aku
wise.
suka bakso.
Yeah.
Bakso.
Which means I like meatballs. And bakso is a specific dish, and he just likes bakso. And you know what, Mirza? No one likes bakso. That's just the truth, okay?
What?
People just know. Man, my dad hates bakso.
I love bakso.
I mean, I'm okay with bakso, but it's not my favorite dish. Like compared to the other Indo
Okay.
dishes that you get, you
But
know,
I
like
love bakso.
like Tante Mia's satay padang. Ooh,
Satay
man,
pads.
satay padang.
Yeah.
But like just bakso, man. It's just basic, you know.
Basic.
I
So-
can say other words like minom and
Yeah.
makan.
Minum makan.
What about Mandi?
Mandi.
He knows the basics.
Bro.
He knows what my 2-year-old nephew knows.
Bro, eat, drink,
Eat, drink.
shower, poo. Yep. That's right, folks. Is poo for Indonesian. That's literally
reckon
sounds
that-
like
yeah, that
what
word-
you like what you sound like
I was
when
gonna
you're chucking your,
say.
your
Maybe
shit.
that's what it's derived from.
I think it is.
the sound you make when you poo. That's why they called it. Yeah.
Like, seriously,
Well, can you
guys,
say I'm gonna
get
go
your shit
fight?
together.
Can you say that?
No, I think tai is kind of like I don't know. Tai is like it's a noun. It's definitely a noun.
Okay, so
It's
you
not
can't
really a
say
verb
I
or
need to
anything.
fight. That doesn't
Yeah.
make sense. Eh?
But
Yo, that sounds so.
look
gross.
at that. We're already teaching you bad words, guys. So, You're thanks to Oya, this chick right here. But yeah, we will be learning a new Indo word of the day for Mirza, just to get this guy educated.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Cool.
And for anyone else out there,
For
who's
anyone
like
else
Mirza.
out there
To help
that
me
wants
out.
to help Mirza out, if you want to put out some suggestions for some Indonesian
Oh,
words,
it's like
or
recording.
any English
I
words
know.
that you want to know in Indonesian, hit us up and we'll teach you. You know.
That's at the chatfamofficial@gmail.com.
Oh wow! Wait,
Or
you want them
Instagram.
to
Just
email
comment
me?
us.
Yeah, you can email us.
Wow,
or,
well, fine.
formal,
Let's
are
email
you?
us.
No, comment.
or Instagram DMs
Yeah,
or comments.
Insta.
Just, yeah, just
Come
whatever,
on.
really.
Keep up.
All right, fine. You do what
Right.
you want to do, boo. You know.
Do you?
All right. Well, that's the first podcast. Thanks for tuning in. Again, my name is Sam.
My name is Emirza.
I'm always.
What's that?
Her name is Oiz. Okay, remember that, guys. And we'll catch you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Signing out, chat fam.
Bam.
Hello.
Hello, testing. Share screen. You need it. Join. Schedule. Oh, what the hell is that open? Mate,
I'm trying to zoom in, that's why.
Hello.
Do you think Zoom was
Hello.
sponsored by the car break? Zoom.
I can't.
Wait, everyone's gonna comment. Who's that chick on the get rid of her? The comments are annoying. Who's that Zoom chick?
This is